Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. What is up, everyone? Sam with VidFX here, and welcome back to another 2-Minute Tip Frickin' Friday. Today we're going to be going over some shortcuts in Premiere Pro that you should not be working without. Plain and simply, just should not be working without them. They're going to greatly improve your efficiency and speed when you're editing. They're going to allow you to throw together edits a lot faster. You can rough edit a lot quicker with some of these shortcuts, and then dial in on your edits with some of the other shortcuts. It's 5 quick edits. We're going to cover it in 2-ish minutes, and then a quick bonus at the end. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump in here and see what the shortcuts are. All right, so when we're in Premiere Pro, first thing we're going to do, we're going to grab a couple of clips and drag them over here onto the timeline. So we're not going to be using the audio, so I'm just going to get rid of that real quick. Bonus, if you click on your clip and hit unlink, you can go down here and click on your audio file and get rid of your audio waveforms as well. All right, so first things first is the ripple edit keys. So the first one is going to be Q, and the second one is going to be W. So what you're going to do is, let's say that you're on this second clip here and you want to use, you don't want your clip to start until this point. Set your playhead at the point in which you want to cut and hit the Q key. When you hit the Q key, it's going to automatically delete everything in front of the playhead and butt the clip back up against the last frame of the previous clip. All right, and the same thing goes for the end. The W key, let's say we only want to use to this point in the clip. We're going to click on W, and it's going to delete everything after your playhead and butt the next clip up against the end of the clip you're currently on. So that's the Q and the W keys. All right, moving on, we're going to get to the jog keys. J, K, and L. I always remember the jog because it starts with the J key. All right. So the first key we're going to do is the J key. When you hit the J key, it's going to play your footage or jog your footage in reverse. It's going to move your playhead to the left. All right. When you want to stop your footage, just hit the K key. The K key is going to stop your playhead on wherever you're at. And then if you want to play it forward again, just going to hit the L key and move forward just like that. So to use these in conjunction with the Q and the W key, let's say you get to the end of the clip and you want to stop it here and you want to cut it off, hit the W key. That's going to move that out and you're going to go back. If you double tap, it'll move in double time. And say you wanted to cut the front end of this clip off, you're going to hit the Q key, boom. So you can just jog back and forth, stop where you want the playhead at, and then use your ripple edit keys, the Q and the W in the first tip to edit the footage and bring it together. All right, so the next one's going to be zooming in and out of the timeline. So we spend a lot of time coming down here. You can click on here, you can zoom your timeline and things like that. And then once you're in the timeline, you can use your mouse wheel to scroll. But there's a better way. You can hit the plus and the minus keys. And I say plus and minus because they're on the top. It's actually the equal and the underscore key. But if you hit the plus key, it's going to zoom in and center your playhead. If you hit the minus key, it's going to zoom out and then leave your playhead wherever the center was once it crawls inside of that window there. So the plus and the minus keys are tip number 3. Super helpful for zooming in and zooming out and things like that. Another way you can do it, you can use your scroll wheel inside of the timeline to scroll the timeline forward and backward. You can also zoom in if you hold the Alt or Option key. So you can zoom in by scrolling forward and you can zoom back out by scrolling backwards. So the next tip is going to be some of these tools over here. There are several keys that will help you quickly get and scroll between these tools right here. The ones that I use the most are going to be the A for all select. So we click on the A and it changes to a double set of arrows. And if we select, let's say the second clip here, it's going to select that clip and anything to the right of that clip. All of it. If you had audio, it would select all the audio. It selects everything to the right. That way, if you've got some space in there and you need to bring your edits together, you can grab it all, slide it over, slide it forward, and backward all at the same time, and just really makes it easier than zooming out and selecting all and then grabbing it and all moving forward. Just use the double arrows. So that's the A key. The V key is going to switch you back to your single select tool. So once you've got that, you can go back in, select your single clips, or do whatever you need to do with the selection tool. The C key is another one of my favorites, and that's going to bring up the razor tool or the cut tool. So just think C for cut. When you hit the C, it's going to switch over to the cut tool. You can go wherever you are, click on that, and put a cut in wherever you'd like. So A, V, and C. The next shortcut tools we're going to use are the arrow keys. So you've got the up arrow key, the down arrow key, the left arrow key, and the right arrow key. So the up and down arrow keys first. The up arrow key is going to scroll you to the beginning of, it's going to scroll you left through your timeline to the end of the previous clip. The down arrow key is going to scroll you to the end of the next clip. The up arrow key is going to scroll you to the beginning of the previous clip, the down arrow key to the end of the next clip. The left arrow key is going to move you one frame at a time. The right arrow key is going to move you one frame at a time into the future. If you hold Shift while you're using the left arrow key, it will move you 5 frames at a time backwards, and Shift and right arrow key will move you 5 frames forward at a time. So there's the 5. Now I mentioned there's a bonus. You can set any of these keys to do whatever you want to inside of Premiere Pro. So you can edit your own short keys or edit your own hotkeys. So what we're going to do is go up to Edit. We're going to go down and click on Keyboard Shortcuts. Once we bring that up, it's going to bring up a keyboard up here that has a bunch of different shortcuts assigned to it. The purple keys indicate that that shortcut is good across the application, so it doesn't matter what window you're in. Anywhere there's green on the key indicates that that key, while in a specific window, will do another shortcut, will do another function. So to edit them, all we have to do, let's say we wanted to change the razor key from the C key to the F2 key. So we go down here in the search box, we're going to type in razor. It's going to bring up the razor tool. Click right here where it says C. We're going to delete that, click there again, and hit F2, and it changes it to F2. Go over here and hit OK. Let's go to the V, and then let's go to F2, and it changes over to the razor tool. So I want to go back and undo that. We'll go to Edit, Keyboard Shortcuts, look for razor, click in here, get rid of that, click in there, hit the C, hit OK, and bada boom, bada bing, we've got the C key as our razor key. All right, guys, I know we kind of blew through those, but that's 5 shortcuts that's going to greatly improve your editing speed, allow you to throw together quick edits a whole lot faster than before. It takes away a lot of pointing and clicking with the mouse and things like that, plus a bonus shortcut at the end that allows you to set any key you want to anything you want. So a good use for changing the quick keys around on your keyboard would be if you left your right hand on your mouse all the time and you wanted to say move your jog keys over to the left side of the keyboard where you would naturally place your hand, you could do that by editing your shortcuts. Get rid of, just set up the 5 or 10, 5, 6, 7, 8 main shortcuts that you use all the time and set those on the left side of the keyboard. And once you get used to using them, you'll be flying along faster than you ever did before. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If it's your first time here, please consider subscribing. And if you got some value out of this video, hit that thumbs up key down there. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps us out. I really appreciate it. Have a good one, and we'll see you in the next one.